All right, Johnny Darko here with a guide video, Monster Hunter Rise. The radial menu is very confusing, so I'm going to try to get this across as clearly as I can. So if you have a bunch of different items you want to be using for your radial menu to craft or to place, you'll notice that in Rise, you have all these shortcuts, you have these different loadouts that are really confusing. It's not like in World where you can just change your radial menu and it would save to your item loadout. So typically you'd have a bunch of item loadouts, and when you change your radial menu, your item loadout, it would update on your item loadout. So for instance, this particular light bow gun item loadout is for Pierce Fire. So I want crafting for Pierce Fire ammunition. But then if I go to my sticky gun, I have to try to fit that crafting into the same radial menu. The issue is you only have 4 slots for your radial menu, and they don't transfer over, they don't save to your item loadouts at all. So it's completely separate. So what they give us in Rise is a bunch of shortcuts, and then they give us 4 different loadouts to choose from. And I renamed mine. There on your account, it'll start off being called Loadout 1, Loadout 2, Loadout 3, and Loadout 4. So the way that Rise has us doing this, as far as I can tell, is you go into radial menu settings, and either quest or village, if you want to use this while you're on the hunt, you go to your quests, and you have your 4 shortcuts that come stock, and then you have a bunch of extra shortcuts that are listed here, and you just scroll down. So the way you have to do it is, for me, I just want, when I press the down button on the D-pad, when I'm out in a quest, when I'm holding down the left bumper, I want that to be my ammo. So if it's a Pierce Fire loadout, on the bottom of the radial menu, I want that shortcut to be all my crafting for the ammo for that weapon. So what I do is create a new shortcut, and I'll show you here. We'll do one for sticky. Let's say we have a sticky build. We want to have a loadout for our sticky ammo and everything that goes with that gun. What you're going to do is go down and create a new shortcut. Then you press A. And now here you just create the shortcut just like you would, crafting. And let's say just for the point of this tutorial, we're going to go over to, let's say, crafting sticky ammo 1, all. Crafting sticky ammo 2, all, and then crafting sticky ammo 3, all. Okay, so now we have a shortcut. That shortcut can be assigned where you see the 4 different loadouts. I renamed mine Pierce Sticky, Pierce Element, Slicing, and then I still have the loadout 4, the default. You can assign this shortcut you just made, and let's call it, let's see. So now we're done, we can rename it, and let's rename it Sticky. Let's call it Sticky 1 through 3, okay? Whatever you want to call it, however you want to do it. But you create a shortcut, and then you assign that shortcut anywhere on your one of 4 loadouts. So now we have a Sticky 1 through 3 shortcut. Now you press the left trigger, or ZL, or ZL if you're in Europe, and here's all your loadouts. And you press X to cycle through the 4 of them. And you can see 1 out of 4. I call this Pierce Sticky. Let's go over to loadout 4 that I haven't messed with at all, and put in that sticky shortcut we just made on here. So I just press down to shortcut 3, and then switch group is X. So you press X. Oh no, I'm sorry. You just press A. And you press A, and then you scroll down to the new shortcut you created, and you assign it to that spot. So let's say you always want your callouts on where the shortcut 2 is. So on all your loadouts, your gestures and everything are always going to be there. So you can take that one loadout or that shortcut and save it to that section in all your different loadouts. Now let's say your ammo is always going to be in the bottom spot. Now you just make 4 different ammo shortcuts and you assign them from loadout 1 through 4. And then let's say your weapon, you always want, you know, your sharpening wheel and stuff on shortcut 1, and maybe your heals and items like traps and stuff on shortcut 4. So that's how they're doing it in Rise. Now, when you do this, so this is shortcut 4. Let's, or loadout 4. Let's see how you can change the loadout names. Not that way. No. I think this might do it. And what do we call it? Sticky 1 through 3? Yes. Okay. So when you're in the loadout name, the loadout section itself, the change name is a change the name of the loadout. So even though I had highlighted shortcut 1, the change name on this screen will change that loadout name for you. So you can cycle through your 4 different names and change those. So now I have 4 different loadouts, and I took my shortcuts and assigned them to each loadout's spots that I want them. Now, the problem is they still don't save to your item loadouts. So if I save, you know, if I go to the Pierce 4 loadout that I just made and save it to, you know, select it and then resave it to this item loadout, it doesn't save to that. So let's say I'm using my sticky gun and then I switch to my Pierce fire gun. When I select this loadout, it's not giving me the, when I select this item loadout, it's not changing the radial menu loadout for me. So I have to go in every time and go down to, whenever you switch guns, you want to switch your radial menu loadout, you have to go into radial menu settings, quest, hit left trigger, and then X to pick the one that you want. And then that'll stay with your character until you change it again. So you have 4 choices of loadouts in Rise. They don't save to your item loadouts, and you have to manually change them when you want them changed. Hope this helps you guys. I'm Johnny Darko. I'm going to try to start streaming again Monday through Friday, starting at noon Eastern Standard Time. Come on over and hang out with me. If this helped, let me know. I didn't do much research on this, so if there's a better way to do this, please let me know in the comments, or if someone made a better video, let me see that too. I'm definitely interested. But that's what we got for now. See you guys all next time.